I was gonna take the box truck today. I was thinking about it. But I decided not to. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe Does Stuff and up in the Ford. Forgive the GoPro, it's probably gonna be a little rattly right here because of this terrible road that still hasn't been fixed. They said that they were gonna be done with the construction project by the end of May. It's already halfway through June, and man, they haven't even been working on this thing at all. So, no idea when this is going to be done. It's been over 2 years that they've been working on this project, and for a majority of that time, as of late, it's been abandoned. So, what are you going to do? Anywho, hey, what's going on? I'm back, right? I'm back doing videos for Joe Does Stuff, and let me go ahead and start with some responses to yesterday's video, or the last video that I shared with you. Not sure if I get this video up today or not. I would like to. Wouldn't that be awesome to just get back doing videos almost every single day? That would be great. But I had read some comments, and they were negative comments. I know what you're gonna say, Joe, why you always respond to the negative? I got to respond to this. Somebody said, Joe, are you back on drugs? Because can't nobody go in your bank account and take a check out of your bank account that's already cleared? Let me clarify real quick in relation to that. Maybe I misspoke saying that the check had cleared. I had assumed that the check had cleared. I deposited the check into my account. It may not have ever cleared. And what it definitely did was it got returned, AKA it bounced. The check was no good. And here's a couple of screenshots real quick just to share with you guys. Here's a screenshot of the check in my bank. Hopefully I've got that. Yeah, I should have that. So here's a screenshot of the check in my bank. Here's a screenshot from my bank, the email that they sent me telling me that the check had been returned. And hopefully that clarifies that. So yeah, for a second time, a check had been snatched out of my bank account, and that's just no bueno. Also, got a decent amount of money that's late that hasn't been paid to me in invoices that are overdue. It almost seems like one company in particular, the company of the property that we just lost, just said, hey, we ain't even gonna pay you now. We're just gonna wait and pay you when we got, pay you later. Matter of fact, I just put some checks in the bank that came in the other day after that check that bounced. The very next day I got more checks. And one of those checks was so late, it was like over 3 months late. So sometimes these people just pay you when they want to pay you, and that's not the way you should operate. But when you deal with apartments, you already know what you're getting. You're getting bottom of the barrel, and you're getting put on the back burner all day long. But enough about all of that. Just wanted to mention those things real quick. So what's going on this morning? It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Day number 7 of my fasting. Day number 6 of my running. I did that. And what are we doing? There's nothing on the schedule for today. Yesterday, I would do a lot of soul searching and a lot of thinking after realizing that things are a little slow right now. They're going to pick back up next week, but who will I even have painter-wise by next week is going to be a good question. I feel like I've lost a few people already. Will they come back? Only time will tell. But I had an idea. And I'm getting ready to go to some new properties today. I think I've got like 6 packages of promotional material. Great, traffic stopped. Gotta love that. I've got 6 packages of promotional material, which means I can go to 6 properties. But I'm going to start advertising for a new thing. Not only do we do painting work and drywall work and tub resurfacing work. Is there other stuff that we do as well? I can't remember. I feel like there's something else that we do. Repair work in general. Not only are we going to be doing all of those things, I'm also about to start advertising for trash outs. And this was something that actually gave me a little bit of hope. Now, here's the crazy thing. Just like anything else, there's going to be there is a shit ton of people who do trash outs. If you think that painting is bottom of the barrel, well, let's go one step below that to trashing out units, which means that if people get evicted or if they leave and they don't take all of their belongings up out of there and there's still a household worth of shit up in those units, well, somebody's got to go in there and trash those out. And being that I've got this big old box truck that I've been trying to get rid of, that's actually running really good right now, maybe we ought to get into doing trash outs. You never know. We could run it like it's a storage auction, basically. You never know the type of stuff that we might find up in there. I'm sure we'll find a lot more nasty shit than we'll actually find things that are worthwhile. Because just like with the storage units, how I used to feel like the storage facility gets first dibs digging through that stuff, which they say that they don't, you better believe that the apartment complex is definitely doing that. Going through there, taking any and all good shit up out of there. I know, because they tell me that they do that. But anyways, I want to start advertising for trash outs. You got to think it's got to be mindless work. So, and it's not like you can really mess up a trash out. A thing that annoys the shit out of me is, you know, with the painting business, there's already not a lot of money in that. And then there's such a high demand for the quality of work, it would seem like, even though, you know, if they're paying bottom of the barrel prices, then they can't really expect too much in quality. A little bit of a contradiction right there. But with trashing out a unit, you don't even have to have the unit completely cleaned. You just got to get the big bulk shit up out of there. Sometimes you're probably going to have to go through refrigerators and empty out disgusting refrigerators. And what it's seeming like, from the little bit of research that I've done and what my wife has told me as well, you know, trash outs are about $300 a load or a trash out. I've got a 16-foot box truck. I could probably trash out an entire unit, if not more than an entire unit, with one load in the box truck. Now, how much is it going to cost me to dump that? How much is it going to cost me in fuel? What the heck is that? Get on out, bug. Will it be worth it? Certainly, I'll be paying guys a lot less than $20 an hour to do this trash out work. Maybe like 15 or 17 bucks an hour. Or maybe like, you know, $100 per load. But I can only have like one guy doing this with me, or two guys doing this, and I don't know. It's probably not a lot of money in this. You got to do probably 3 or 4 trash outs a day to make it worth your time. But it's something else that I want to start advertising for, and something else that I think would make for good videos. So, something that's giving me a little bit of hope. I've got a bunch of properties already listed out that I want to go speak with today. So that's what I'm going to do. I also got work I want to be doing for After Prison Show as well. Work I want to be doing for Joe Does Stuff as well. All the while trying to resuscitate, hit the chest compressions to my painting business. Will it even be a painting business by the time it's all said and done? It might metamorph into a trash out business. To be honest with you, I truly feel like that would be so much less stress. Less shit that I got to deal with. Because painting is a pain in the ass. All right, anyways, just wanted to share. Let's see where today's getting ready to take us. Good morning to each and every one of y'all. It's Friday morning as I begin this. Hey, I got a baseball game tonight. And let me tell you something. I ain't inviting no properties to that. Yeah, me and my wife, my son, my homeboy Connor, his girl, and 2 other friends of ours are coming to that game. Ain't nobody else coming to that. Forget that. Every damn property I done gave them baseball tickets to dropped me. Anywho, let's see where today's about to take us. If that's not the cutest thing in the world. All right. It is 9:24 in the morning. It's a little too early to be going to properties and trying to kill two birds with one stone, trying to multitask here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm staking out probation. This is a place where I used to have Dave come post up at. He would post right up on these benches right here and just wait and see who comes out the door or who comes in, and spark a conversation with them. Hey, you just coming home from jail or prison? You never know who you're going to meet that way. And, you know, when we're casting for stories and forget casting, when we're fishing for stories, which is what we're doing right now, we are fishing for stories. And I'm doing so in a number of different ways. This is ultimately one of the best ways to be able to do so. If I could have somebody at every single probation in the area, look, there goes somebody right there, just coming out. Who we got? I ought to just sit up here and do interviews all day long. Hey, excuse me. What's your situation? You just had to go in there and take your analysis? How'd that go for you? Clean or dirty? There's probably something to this. There's probably something to a lot of things that I've been thinking of as of late. Trashing out units, getting back to working with people and featuring stories on After Prison Show, and not abandoning the painting business, even though, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me really wants to, but I can't. I can't do that. So I just want to get back to enjoying things, and I think that the painting business has caused me a lot of grief over this last year. A lot more grief than I anticipated. But regardless, it's like anything in business. You're going to have your ups and your downs, and right now we're a little down. Next week we should bounce back, and in the between time, we're fishing for stories here at probation. Sort of feel like we're on a little stakeout. Oh, and by the way, this little hat right here, this is my son's hat. It's about the most adorable thing in the world. Yeah, it is. I keep it right there and I read it every day. It says, have a great day. And most of the times, when I read that, it brings a smile to my face. Actually, every time I read it, it brings a smile to my face. Yeah. You know, I used to have Dave sit up here all day long. And in that time, I mean, hands down, he would always meet somebody. This is how we actually met Joker, as a matter of fact. And Shannon. You just never know who's going to pull up. Somebody just pulled up right there. Who we got? Guy coming out. Girl going in. We'll post up here for a little bit. See if we see anybody. Get a chance to talk to anybody. It's always good when you see them sitting on the benches right here. Waiting for a ride, or... because in those cases, at least you get some time to talk to them. It's usually pans out a little bit better that way. All right, let's hurry up and wait and see if we get a chance to talk to anybody. And regardless, in a little bit, we'll go hit some properties and see if we can muster up some work, some new properties at that. All right, I just went up inside the probation office. Well, I went inside the building, and they got a bulletin board in there, I just noticed. So I put a flyer up because I've got flyers and promotional material for After Prison Show. Hey, if you got an interesting story to share, I want to talk to you. Not only am I everything at this point for After Prison Show, the host, the editor, the story producer. I'm the story producer too, so I'm out here trying to get the stories. But anyways, nobody interesting enough came by. 10 o'clock. I ain't got time to sit up here and wait all damn day. I wish I could because I'm sure I would find somebody, but I did get a chance to put a flyer up. So, hey, if nothing else, there's that. Maybe somebody reaches out because of that. Anywho, hey, let's get ready to go talk to some properties and figure out if maybe we can pick up a new property. While I was sitting up here twiddling my thumbs, I was reading some comments from my last video on Joe Does Stuff, and one of the comments I read was somebody saying, Joe, why are you even putting up with this shit? And another one said, Joe, you're a hustler, you're going to figure this out, and you're damn right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the encouragement and the motivation and the support. I'm trying to tell you. Another person said, it's all in your wording. You know, if you say that you're failing, you know, don't say that you're failing. Say that, you know, you're in a structural improvement period. And if that ain't the damn truth. All right, let's get up out of here, go talk to some properties and make some shit happen today. Let's do stuff. Because sitting up here, we ain't doing much. Alrighty, hey, what's going on? It's 12:08 in the afternoon, and boy, am I ready to eat something. God, boy, I'm starving. Starving Marvin over here. Alright, I've only got one packet of information left, right there, one packet of information left. And that means I've gone to, I think, at least 4 properties. It could have been 5. Maybe it was only 4. But I got a chance to go to a cluster of properties all in a generalized area, and to be honest, all of them are a little on the lower side of the spectrum in terms of, you know, are we talking about luxury apartments or are we talking about rundown shitholes? And I'm not going to say anywhere I went to was a rundown shithole, but they're definitely on the lower end of the spectrum. But even with that being said, I definitely had quite a bit of interested properties. There goes a junk haul and play, somebody hauling junk right there. And matter of fact, I ended up exactly where I wanted to be at. This is exactly where I wanted to be at. That was a property that I wanted to go to as well. And I'm just not going to go to them right now because, well, 1, I need to eat something. 2, I should have just went there. What the hell am I thinking? I should have just went, oh, it's lunchtime. A lot of the office staff isn't in there. So there's a good excuse right there why I'm not going to go. But I had a lot of good success with the properties that I did go to. A new company that I got the information on how to get verified and become a preferred vendor for them. So my wife is going to fill out all of that online, and hopefully we can get that approved and become an approved vendor for that company, because that's a big company with a lot of properties. Now, even having interested properties wanting to do business, most of them were interested in painters. I was trying to sell junk hauling and trash outs, and I did even get 1 trash out job, as a matter of fact. If we were an approved vendor, we could have done it right then and there. It was tearing down a playground. Just a shithole little playground that would have been easy enough to tear out. They were like, hey, we got a quote for $800 to do this. I was like, well, shit, I can come in and do it for $700. And really, it probably wouldn't take all that much to do it. Hell, maybe it would. I don't honestly know. But even with having interested properties wanting to do business, it was crazy because at this one property, the lady was very helpful. She was calling her son, who runs another property, and asking him, hey, how much do you pay to get a 2-bedroom apartment painted? And mind you, my pricing on this promotional material is $350 for a 1-bedroom, $400 for a 2-bedroom, $450 for a 3-bedroom. This guy said, and that's the lowest that I think I can do this work for. And this guy said he was paying, or her son said he was paying $350 for a 2-bedroom apartment. $350? That means you're paying probably $300 for a 1-bedroom, $350 for a 2-bedroom, and, you know, maybe $400 for a 3-bedroom. And here's the kicker also at this property, because this lady was asking a whole bunch of questions. Hey, how many colors are y'all over there? This dude said they got 4 colors in the units. Now, I can understand going and painting a 2-bedroom apartment maybe for $350 if they're providing the paint and they are all one color. Same color on the ceiling, as the walls, as the doors, as the trim. We've got one property that is exactly that. One color. Man, this dude said they got 4 different colors in one apartment. Paying $350 to do a 2-bedroom. You better bet I'm ready to start trashing out apartments. But I went to 4 different properties, and of those 4, I was pretty successful at 2 of them. Another one wasn't very helpful at all. They said, hey, you need to be on our approved vendors list. I don't know how you do that. We need to reach out to you for you to be able to do that. Everybody's at lunch. Who would know? Okay, no big deal. And then the other property that I went to, they said the same thing. Hey, you need to be on our approved vendors list. Here's the information on how to go about doing that. So, 4 properties. And feel pretty good about how that went. So let's try to get on some new vendor approved lists for some new parent companies, and hopefully start drumming up some work for some of this that we've lost. This week has been a loss, but we're out here grinding, gonna make it happen one way or another. I might start selling used couches again, or start a YouTube channel completely dedicated to the forensic science behind used couches, literally taking a black light to a used couch and seeing how much human DNA pops up on that. That's a YouTube channel in itself. That's a YouTube channel in itself. One final thing I should mention, probably didn't mention this at all. I actually started filming another video entirely about this. But I began a little bit of an investigative piece today, trying to go find somebody that all of you are very familiar with, that person being Rabbit. And breaking news, folks, I actually saw and met with Rabbit today. No bullshit. I did. And I talked with him for a decent little amount of time. And maybe, hopefully soon, over on After Prison Show, I'm gonna be able to bring you guys an update on him. Now, I didn't do any filming with him today. Didn't even really mention doing any filming. I mean, kind of did just a little bit, but not even sure if he'd be interested in doing it. And how is he doing? Where is he at? Questions that I'll let linger for the time being. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I'm gonna go eat something. It's Friday. Like I said, this week has been a wash, but in spite of that, we've been trying to get back on video work, trying to drum up new work for the painting business, and not giving up. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to rock with me. Sorry it's just Joe talks about stuff, but trust me when I tell you, I'm out here trying to do stuff, trying to make shit happen. And I am hopeful that soon from my efforts, we'll be doing stuff, and stuff is gonna come through. That's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did so, please leave a like and a comment. I don't know why I said it like that. And I look forward to sharing more with you guys again real soon. Until then, take care.